Welcome to this Proactive Pregnancy Yoga specific for third trimester, a beautiful one to help your body and your mind prepare for labor. If you have a cushion or a yoga block and you'd like to sit up onto that, then grab one of those now. Other than that, a yoga mat, that's all you need. Maybe a drink bottle if you want one handy. So when you're ready, join me as we just breathe, roll those shoulders up. Back and down. One more. Big breath in. Roll your shoulders up. And down. Beautiful. Reaching one hand up. Get that stretch. Up and over. And then the other side. So if you're feeling quite compressed here, if it feels uncomfortable to be seated like this, kneeling is a good option, or as I said, grab a cushion, grab something to sit up on. It's going to create a little bit more space for you. And one more, either side. Beautiful. Let's release, shake that all out. As we work now into all four kneeling. So move your way there. Letting those knees go directly underneath the hips, hands underneath your shoulders. If you're getting any swelling in your wrist, you can always go into a fist position instead. Let's take that breath, open the chest, look up. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your tail, cat-cow. Again, breathe here, look up. Exhale and round your back. Breathe, look. Exhale and round. Come back just to normal all fours, maybe hands wider, knees wider, circle through your hips. Start to let go here. Just drop your head, relax your shoulders. And start to tune into you, your baby. As we work here, I'm going to introduce a hum. And this can be just a nice way to work into some vocal toning, some sound work. So keep circling this direction as you work with one single hum. Breathing in. Circle back the other way, and we'll continue with the hum at your own pace. Breathing in. One more. Finding stillness. Drop your elbows down, keep your hips high, maybe your knees come in slightly. Toes can be tucked or not, it's up to you. Drop your weight down here, keep the hips up. Breathe. Let your belly soften. A beautiful way to take the weight off your hips. A beautiful release for your lower back. And as we stay here, maybe a little sway from side to side if that feels good. If not, stay still. We'll work with one more sound. This time it's going to be an ah sound. So similar to the hum, but you open your mouth. Breathing in. And then allow yourself to come up to all fours. And from here, we are coming up to a high kneel. It's 1 foot steps forward, so just do that as you can. And let your heel go slightly forward as we want to drop down and then back. If you're feeling a bit unstable here, maybe be by a couch or a chair is a good one, or a wall. If you want extra padding underneath that back knee, that can be nice. Either roll up your mat or place that cushion underneath. Third trimester, it's always nice to just have a cushion handy all the time. When you're sitting and you're eating dinner, when you're doing yoga, when you're sleeping, obviously a billion trillion cushions. Just have a cushion always. So just going forward and back here, maybe every time that you go forward is a little deeper. So breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. One more here, breathe. And out. This time, just tuck your tail underneath. Lift this opposite hand up, so the one opposite to the knee in front, and reach up and up and up and over. So you go slightly forward with the hips, but really focusing on the tuck of the tailbone. Breathe here. Beautiful. Release. Release that foot. Swap to the other side. And when you're ready, you'll just start going forward and back. Maybe one side felt different to the other. So doing asymmetric work, so one side different to the other with your hips, is really good in preparing your body for labor. So breathe into this, breathe, and out. Breathe, and out. Keep going here. Your pace. Every time you come forward, maybe the tiniest bit deeper. Last one here. This time we tuck the tail under, we lift that opposite hand up, and we reach up and over. Get that beautiful stretch through the front of your hip. Breathe here. Perfect. And release. Release. Just shake that out. So from here we work with some length to the side. So you send one leg out. Let that foot go ideally flat. And from here, we're just working some cat-cow. So you breathe and you open the chest. Then you exhale and you round the back. Keep going here, breathe. And out. So really working into that inner thigh, getting that stretch, breathe. Exhale. Again, breathe. And out. And from here, come back just to normal with the arms. It's the opposite hand to the leg, lifts out to the side. And then you thread through, so you're bending into that elbow for a thread the needle. So you breathe, reach, open, and exhale and thread. Breathe, lift, and then exhale. If this doesn't feel good with the leg out to the side, you can always just do it with all four kneeling. Just the thread, the needle movement. You've got one more here, breathe. And out. Beautiful amount of space for your beautiful bump. Lift that hand out to the side, place it back down, draw the knee back in and just rock your hips from side to side. Okay, so we have the other side with the leg. So you're lengthening the leg out. Breathe, open the chest. Exhale, round your spine. Keep going, breathe. Look up. Exhale and round. Find your rhythm here with this. Come back into your normal position with your arms. Let that hand go out to the side, so opposite to the leg, and then thread it through. Okay, we've got 5 here. Breathe. Exhale, thread. Breathe. Exhale, thread through. Breathe. Exhale, thread. Last one here, breathe. And exhale and thread. Coming back up. Place the hand back down. Find your all 4 kneeling position again. Tuck the toes, press your hips up high. Found that down dog if it feels okay. If not, then just find a child's pose if that's better for you. But down dog can also be done on the couch, the side of the couch, or using a wall. I'll show you demos just here now too. So wherever you are, breathe. Now if you're in down dog, let your feet go wide. Bend into the knees and begin to crawl your hands back towards you as you drop, maybe into a low squat, maybe you're up higher, maybe you're here. It's up to you. And then you just crawl back, hips high, stretch the heels down. 2 more like this. So draw your hands back. Drop those hips if it feels good. Breathe for a moment. Crawl it back. I know. What are you doing to me, Karen? It's 3rd trimester. Let me relax. But this, my dear, is going to help you in that labor. Strengthening through your legs, helping to prepare your body, opening your hips. Breathe here. Release those hips up. Find that down dog one final time. Then slowly release your knees down. Come through to a seat. Again, grab that cushion if you like one. Let the soles of your feet come together. Allow there to be enough space for you here. Breathing. Lift that chest. And then exhale as you slightly lean forward if it feels okay. There might not be the space, it might not feel good to lean forward. Again, breathe and be long. And soften as you exhale. Maybe the softness will come as you curl back if that feels better. Breathe, be long. Exhale. So we're going to work with another release, the vocal toning. We've worked with a we've worked with a ah. Now we're going to work with an O sound. So breathing in. And then just relax. Let your hands go back behind you, feet go flat. and rock your knees from side to side. So with the vocal toning, it helps to relax your jaw, it helps to relax your body and your mind. It also helps to relax your pelvic floor and the birth canal and help with the whole process of baby coming downwards, which is why we do it. All right, we're heading back into that all four kneeling position again. So move there as you can. Shoulders back. Breathe here in. As you exhale, slide one leg out behind you. Maybe lift the leg if it feels good. Maybe lift the opposite hand if it feels okay. Hold and breathe. This is strengthening through your back. If you're experiencing any lower back pain right now, this move, all fours, is so good for you. And release. It's just the wrists that can really get feeling like they're fatigued or too much pressure. Other side, breathe here. Go for the fist if you want. Or the other alternative is to have elbows down onto the side of the couch or a couple of books stacked up, and that will help you. Breathe here and release. Let's go again. Lengthening. Think pelvic floor engaged. Think belly. Hug your beautiful baby closer towards you. How exciting that your baby will be earth side before you know it. And release. Other side, lengthen long. It is actually the most amazing thing, this entire pregnancy, the birthing process. It's such a beautiful miracle. It's so amazing. I'm so happy for you. And release. Let those hands go wide, knees go wide, and just rock the hips from side to side. If you want to add more to that, you draw the hips towards one wrist, drop back down, and then go the other side like you're creating a U shape. Quite a narrow U. A U shape nonetheless. If it doesn't feel good, just sway those hips from side to side. That's fine as well. Alright, from here, coming back into all fours. Now this time we have the knees close together and you let your ankles go out to the side. You can stay up high with the hands, or you can drop down if you want to onto elbows. You find what's best for you. We're working with another release, so another vocal sound here, and I really want you to think about tilting your pelvis, so you're slightly dropping your belly, almost like you're opening your chest. And we're working with an E sound, so breathing in. And then slowly release, coming over onto the side. So as you work with the knees dropping inwards, what happens with the pelvis is the pelvic outlet where your baby comes through, if you're having a vaginal birth, opens. So that's why having the knees in, ankles out can be really beneficial in the labor process. Coming down onto your side here, maybe put that cushion underneath your bump, maybe underneath your head, wherever you feel like you want some extra support. Now, we lift the knee, lift the ankle, drop the knee, drop the ankle. Knee, ankle, knee, ankle. Keep going like this. So we're creating some mobility here through your hips, creating that range of movement. And it's not to say that you'll give birth with your knees towards each other and ankles apart, but certainly something that is beneficial to know, that you're literally opening the space wider for your baby. It can be handy at particular points in the labor as you're birthing that beautiful baby. Good, lift and lower. And I go through this in so much more detail in my birth preparation program, but basically your body is designed to birth, and your hormones, endorphins, everything will work with you. So many women, if this is your first, it can be such a big unknown, and I want to reassure you that your body, if you work with going into spontaneous labor and your body is relaxed and open, and you're working with all the birth skills to relax and enjoy the process in a way, then your body takes over and you are not experiencing pain as such. It is intense sensation, but your body is working naturally to cope with that sensation. All right, we've got one more of these. Lift and lower. Good. From here, you'll just slowly make your way up. If you can sit in a Z seat, which means one knee out, shin forward, and the other knee's tucked back. We're just working up and over. And release. It's like a mermaid stretch. If this elbow goes down, great. If it doesn't, that's fine. Okay, down. On this next round, if you want to, this other hand can come up if you've got the space and it feels good in your body. Breathe. Perfect. Exhale. Breathe. And release. From here, we swap directly over to the other side. So we'll do that mermaid pose first and then drop onto our side. So just get comfortable here. Let this hand come out to the side, and we just start small. Down and up. Again, it might be that sitting up onto that cushion might help you with this too. Adding in that other arm if you want to. And down. Good. Beautiful. Let's do one more together. That's it. All right, making your way down now. This is the last of the movements. Settle down, adjust any cushions that you might need. When you're ready and there is no rush, you'll just go knee, ankle, knee, ankle. So we work with vocal toning, and it's just about a deep, low sound to help open up through your throat and through your birth canal. And I often work with the vowels, so A, E, I, O, U. We worked with A, we've worked with E, we've worked with O. And sometimes it's nice to do them in order, sometimes it's nicest to pick the ones that work best for you. But we'll work here together with I. So when you're ready, breathing in. It's a really good distraction technique, so it may be that there's something else going on, like we're working with the legs here and you need to bring your focus away from that. If you're right now feeling the burn through your glute, notice what happened when you were doing the eye. Did you notice that as much? So a really good distraction technique, but also an opening and relaxing, releasing technique. Last one here. Give it a rub. Coming up through to a seated position. Sitting up on that cushion if it feels good. Just working the hip circles. So we work into you. Breathing in. Circle the other way. So I often find A and O the most useful for a lot of women, so that's why we did those first, but it's nice to be able to have all 5 and just work. And the other way is that hum. So we'll work with one more hum together, breathing in. Find stillness, reach your hands up high, collect all the energy you've collected from the session and draw it back down towards you and your beautiful baby. Taking one more deep breath in. Let it out. And namaste. Thank you, and thank yourself for taking the time to enjoy a session like this to help open your hips, your back, relax, prepare your body for labor. If you enjoyed that, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe to the Preactive YouTube channel, and of course I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below on how you're going in your pregnancy now. For more just like this, head over to preactive.com.